Have you ever felt lost, as if your mind is at war with your heart? Maybe today is one of those days. Your angels have a powerful message for you. That person you miss is going through something profound and is seeking the truth with absolute sincerity. It's as if their energy is crying out for a connection, something they may not have realized before. Right now, they're in the middle of an internal battle, mind versus heart, and guess what? The mind is winning. If you haven't heard from them, this is why. They're looking for answers outside of your relationship, listening to advice that tells them to follow reason. But deep down, they want to follow their heart. This duality is tearing them apart inside, and you are part of this journey. It seems this person is at a point in life where everything around them feels like a big puzzle. When they try to arrange the pieces logically, their heart starts to speak, and then when they finally listen to their heart, there's a pull to go back to being logical. There's an in-between energy related to what they feel for you, and they're looking for a sign on how to move forward in the best way possible. This is serious, definitely. They might be wondering what the overall purpose of your connection is, but what stands out most is the need for absolute sincerity. So they're exploring a deeper aspect of your relationship or things that may have initially been hidden. The person they're talking to is completely different from you. They know you act from an emotional space, often guided by your feelings to solve problems, especially in love and life. But right now, they don't want that. They're seeking an objective observation from someone who shares the same perspective. It could be a close friend or someone they deeply trust. The energy they're projecting is detached, which isn't necessarily bad but seems to be the best approach at the moment. If you're wondering how they're feeling, they're seeking help with something that concerns you, accessing very personal information, but they don't want any emotional input. It seems like they're trying to distance themselves from the relationship to analyze something more logically, and the person they've reached out to matches their energy and disposition. This person is having many sleepless nights, with a heavy energy of repression. They're emotionally, mentally, and sexually repressed, and this manifests in a lot of mental activity, affecting them more deeply than they can communicate. This indicates why they're seeking external validation from a trusted source. When their mind can't rest, it's a clear sign of something deeper. They might spend considerable time thinking about you, but there's also an avoidance energy. Your relationship might feel colder or send mixed signals. You might feel like they're pulling your energy while simultaneously holding back. They're also distancing themselves from you, and the way you're responding is surprising them. If they could be honest, it seems they no longer know what to expect from you. The expectations they had in the past are fading away. During the day, they channel this energy into work or other activities, but at night, the emotions become unavoidable, and they draw on your energy. It might be difficult for their mind to rest or find calm because they also feel your emotions, which can be intense. During the day, it's easy to avoid this, but at night, they can't, accessing another side of themselves. Because of this, they might be tempted or advised to focus on the logical side of things to process what they feel, but they're having a lot of trouble. They're really losing sleep over this. In the dream state, this indicates a powerful energetic bond, entering the subconscious. When your energy meets them daily, even when they try to block thoughts about you, it shows the strength of the bond between you. There's a lot of mental energy at night when they should be sleeping. It might be the only time of day when they face their true thoughts about you, tied to the battle between mind and heart, trying to balance these energies. This continues into the dream state. You might be experiencing this too, dreaming of them and feeling heavy energy at night. Something is happening in your connection at night, mainly stemming from something they're going through internally. They're sending this energy to you through the energetic bond you share. They can't stop thinking about you, and you're nervous too. If you're wondering why they seem to be avoiding you, this is why. They feel that you have a relationship dynamic they need to distract themselves from. The energy coming from them is as if they're forcing themselves to see everything from a dispassionate and objective point of view. The fact that they're doing this means they're completely emotionally invested. They feel that you're very similar in this regard. A connection where many things seem different on the surface, but deep down, they feel that you're the same person. This makes the connection intense because, although they see this as positive, they also see the negative side. On the positive side, they feel that you know them more deeply than anyone else ever has. You easily perceive their needs without anything being said, bringing ease to your dynamic. But when you're not aligned or they're sensitive about something, you immediately sense it and act like a mirror. You often feel the same way they do, perhaps expressing it differently, but there's always this underlying identical energy. You address what you feel clearly, aware of what's happening in the connection, even when they try to deny it. You can read each other's minds and hearts with great accuracy. There's a deeper reason you're distant now, and both of you can feel it. Perhaps how things are unfolding in your connection now is leaving you both restless, and they're trying to look at it logically. Because you're so alike, you have similar ways of expressing yourselves, thinking alike, and since your thoughts direct your actions, both of you might be in a place where you're taking a more logical approach to the relationship. When something isn't communicated, the energy changes, and your attitudes toward each other change as well. This happens because you understand each other so well and process information in identical ways. When you combine this kind of reflection with the energetic bond, it can bring a lot of telepathic communication and mind reading, but also a lot of assumptions. That's why they want to know if you're restless, because they're restless. You both seem to be in a battle between mind and heart, unsure whether to rely on logic or love. You may oscillate depending on the energy of your thought patterns or what you're picking up from each other at that moment. This is a relationship where there's heightened sensitivity. No matter the distance or what's happening in your connection, the type of bond here makes everything difficult, especially in these moments of no contact, because you're always communicating. Even your silence is extremely loud, and this might be one of those moments now, where they're having sleepless nights, seeking out people, and you might be doing this in your own way too. But there's definitely this underlying energy of restlessness surrounding your connection, almost like anticipation. They feel like you have no idea. There's a duality energy with this feeling, so this is how both of you are feeling. It seems like you have no words to describe what you're experiencing, though it might be a powerful connection, so much so that you're not even talking about it yet. You and they reflect each other in emotion and actions, which can make this connection more challenging than the average dynamic. If you were completely honest with each other, you'd both feel completely misunderstood. You might feel like they have no idea what it's like to walk in your shoes and how things have been unfolding in your life since you realized this connection and what it means. Your energy manifests powerfully, but also with an attempt not to get attached to the lower nature of the connection. However, it exists because it forces you to see things you really don't want to see or address. Any wounds you carry from childhood or previous connections will be raw and exposed in this connection. There's no escaping it. There might even be times when the connection feels completely questionable because whatever you're feeling, they're feeling the same way. They feel like you don't understand what this connection is like for them. They feel like life has presented them with everything they want in you, but they still need to practice self-control. Your energy makes them see you as their weakness. So many of the choices they make in distancing themselves from you are to keep the vibration of the connection high. They know exactly how you feel about them and the weight of this connection, but they might be someone tempted by this kind of power. This is related to their character. They might have to be very careful when it comes to you precisely because of the strength of the connection. They might want to approach you in a more vulnerable state, making decisions from their lower self. Because being away from you tends to expose their dark side, it's almost like they want you to understand what it's like to be away from you. There might be moments when they're confronted with very intense feelings that sometimes override their self-control. This connection has a repressed energy and it's coming to the surface. They don't think you understand that when it comes to you, it's like they have to make a daily choice to hold back, to practice self-control. They do this because they know what it means. They want you to understand that they're dealing with something bigger and that's why they're handling it this way, but they're still human, operating in this duality. You know this divinity, but also this lower state they're going through. It seems this intensifies during these moments of separation or when there's no contact. That's why they might be seeking guidance or advice from others with a higher energy, someone who understands what it's like to be in their place. If they were to simply give in to their emotions or what they feel, they think it would significantly harm their growth. That's also why they feel that this time away from you is necessary. You both are in a season of deep healing, raising the energy of the connection. It's not easy, it can be triggering, but it seems you're handling it in a mature way. This might be a period of intentional no contact, stemming from being in this connection with the man you love, revealing aspects of yourself that you don't want to see. Although there might be physical distance, you both understand that being tied in this intense way, you don't have the luxury of running away. No matter where you are, your emotions and your mental process are with you. You can't escape your own mind, your own thoughts, or your subconscious. It's literally a part of you. You both are evolving significantly, doing the work to elevate both aspects of the soul. The more you evolve with the higher aspects of this connection, the easier it becomes to integrate in a more fluid way. That's what you're doing, consciously or unconsciously. No matter where you are in the world, time or distance, you're really working together for the greater good of the relationship. They want you to know how much you affect them daily. You're in their dreams, they can't sleep, seeking advice outside this connection from other strong people to help them access that higher principle when it comes to balancing the energies and the connection. They're carrying your energy with them, so even if they're far away, the bond is still there. This is permanent and will never change, no matter how much you both change and evolve over time. This part of the connection may be uncomfortable, touching on the nervousness where both of you feel this underlying energy because you're so similar. It's in these moments that you really want to hold on to each other, to be close during these times, which can be painful when there's distance, delayed communication, or things seem cold. Because the bond is solid. Even in difficulties, it's essential to remember that you are on a shared journey of growth and understanding. Every challenge faced is an opportunity to strengthen the connection and learn more about yourselves and each other. Physical distance may seem like a barrier, but in reality, it's a chance to deepen trust and faith in the relationship. They miss you intensely, and this only reinforces the certainty that your love is real and powerful. The connection you share is rare and precious, and it's worth every effort and sacrifice. Continue to believe in the strength of this love, knowing that despite the obstacles, you are destined for something greater. Together, you can overcome any difficulty, growing and evolving side by side, always with an open heart and full of hope. Allow your spirit to absorb these words and feel them resonate deeply within you. The universe desires the best for you and will ensure a positive outcome, no matter what your decision is. Type, I absorb, receive, and accept my destiny and all that the universe has to offer me. To claim this message and the blessings contained within it for yourself. Leave a positive comment for other viewers who may need a boost of positivity in their day. The universe sees this as an act of kindness. Let's lift each other up and create waves of good energy together. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and be on the lookout for the important message waiting for you in the next video. May God and the universe illuminate your steps with peace, love, and faith. Amen.